Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's George in at the 3. And for Dallas, the backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Bullock. Now Powell. 6 to shoot. Dinwiddie against Kennard. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Finney-Smith. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Bullock. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Jackson passes to George. Kennard with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Powell pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Kennard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Great sign for the offense when Kennard can start to handle the ball and make plays like that.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Pass to Jackson. Kennard against Dinwiddie. Here's Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. He's off on the second. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Now, here's Kennard. And the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
You you've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Bullock. Dinwiddie up top. At the elbow, Doncic. He kicks it to Bullock. Lets it go with a three. Dallas again missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And George gets it to go.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Zubac. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Doncic finds Dinwiddie. Passes to Bullock. Poked loose. Stolen by George. To the inside. Here's Zubac. Again, Los Angeles.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Doncic dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Doncic. Lets the three fly. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And it doesn't matter if Luka is working on or off the ball. You have to stay connected to him defensively.
Kennard the pass to George. Jackson deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. Zubac kicks to George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Powell will bring it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Now here's Bullock. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Doncic with the bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
George finds Kennard. Now Zubac. Pass to Jackson. Down low. Kennard with the ball. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Another shot. And it's Zubac laying it in. Zubac has got 7.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Here's Dinwiddie. The Clippers getting the bucket. Doncic outside. The floater. The offensive rebound. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A different look for Dallas. Christian Woods checked in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway is subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Kennard the pass to Jackson. Back to Kennard. Pass to Zubac. And And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
That one goes on Wood.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
He misses the free throw. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Good on the second free throw. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against the Rockets in Houston. And there's the pass to Finney Smith. Wood trying to free himself up, and Finney Smith gets it to go.
Now, I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Jackson kicks to Kennard. The shot by George, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 5.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Passes it to Dinwiddie. Jackson against Doncic. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. Over Hardaway. Here's Zubac. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Mavericks trailed by 9. Dinwiddie kicks to Hardaway. Wood against Zubac. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. That's a 2 from Kennard. Here's Morris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Morris. Basket counts. He's got 7.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now here's Jackson. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Kennard, the bounce pass. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Green subbed in for Dinwiddie. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Marcus Morris. Batum comes in for George. Powell, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson. And the Mavericks call time here.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
You know what time it is, man.
A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris comes in for Robert Covington. And George is subbed in for Zubac.
Marcus Morris Sr., Paul George,
George against Hardaway. Kicks it to Doncic. Off target from outside. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Here's Wood. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Clock at 4. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Doncic missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 7. Kleba, no good. Clippers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Powell, the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Rockets. Pass to Wood. He kicks to Hardaway. Outside, Green.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The pass to Wood. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Green now, top of the key. Outside Hardaway. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
That's really important for Tim Hardaway Jr. to find some more consistency from the three-point line.
And Wall kicks to Powell. Back to Wall. Passes it to Batum. In the corner, Powell with it. From 18 feet away. They get it again. George. An easy 2 points on the layup. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Here's Wood. On the wing, Green. Great D that time from Powell. Clippers leading by 8. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 11-footer. Green with the rebound. This is to Doncic. Trying to find Wood. Gets it to him. In the corner, Powell with it. Fires for 3. Here's Morris, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Morris has got his 2nd bucket of the night. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Clippers.
24. Hey, your junior defense.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Here's Powell. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Up front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
First team foul.
An efficient score. Norman
Shooting for the
Powell can
Clippers,
fill it up
Norman
when
Powell.
given the
At the line
opportunity.
for 2.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
The free throw drops for Powell. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
So he gets them both.
Well, part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Here's Wood, and Covington sends it back.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did.
Here's Powell. Morris trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound. That one falls.
Norman Powell.
Powell's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
You make the most of second chance opportunities when you're in there and active, boy, that can really put a lot of pressure on the defense.
3 points.
And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point, but with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% from the line a season ago.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Hardaway hits them both. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
Wall looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Covington's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Here's Hardaway. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Great determination as Norman Powell just shook off that bump.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you. Shots good by Kennard.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bullock. Outside Hardaway. Kennard against Hardaway. Shots good by Kennard. Kennard's got 7 points.
Good job by Kennard. He makes the read, and that's an impressive play just to get to the inside.
Mavericks trailed by 20. Dallas calls timeout. Well, we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Hardaway with the bounce pass. Dinwiddie outside. Wood passes to Bullock. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dinwiddie. Nice D from Wall.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Money from the wing. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the game. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Wall against Dinwiddie. Wall, no luck. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. It's an 18-point game. Here's Finney-Smith. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Dallas ball.
The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Finney-Smith. This one for 3. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Clippers leading by 13. Pass to Kennard.
The steady hand of the lefty Luke Kennard there. And he's able to do it with the foul.
Second team foul.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
And he makes both free throws.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Dinwiddie kicks to Bullock. Now here's Dinwiddie. He has 7. Bullock with it. Back to Wood. There's the pass to Bullock. Shot clock at 2. And they'll get another chance. And another shot. Wood can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Kennard against Hardaway. Kennard, the pass to Wall. Drains the 19-footer. Wall's got his first points of the game.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Pass to Hardaway. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 17. Kennard finds Wall. Hardaway against Kennard. Back to Powell. Shoots over Bullock. Kept alive. Here's Covington. Good D by Hardaway. Dallas has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And here's Bullock. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Wood. Over to the left wing. Drill drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Pass to Kennard. Now Wall. The pass to Powell. Here's Morris. Here's Kennard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kennard's got 9 points in the quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Hardaway, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Passes it to Kennard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Morris. Shoots the three. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 16. Kicks it to Hardaway. Pass to Bullock. Here's Finney-Smith. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Powell finds Covington. Back to Powell. Fires the three. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Powell. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Covington knocking one down and showing some confidence in his ability.
The pass to Bullock. Here's Wood, defended by Covington. Wood passes to Bullock. Shoots over Powell. Dallas again missing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
No good there with the step-back J.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Dinwiddie outside. Can they get it? And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's Ntilikina, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Ntilikina has some size and able to battle there down low.
At the line.
Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Now, here's Zubac. 11 points in the game. And it's George missing.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, George. Back to Jackson. The steal. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Ntilikina passes to Kleba. Here's Ntilikina. 5 on the clock. Inside, Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Looking to pass as Ntilikina sets up that play nicely.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Good chance to see Paul George Birch that time.
Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Portland. Ntilikina kicks to Green. Now, here's Doncic, guarded closely. That one drops for him.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Jackson passes to George. And that's a foul called on Josh Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
There's a minute left in the second quarter. Here's Coffey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Back to George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jackson misses. Mavericks trailed by 13. Lobbed up there for Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And the all-around game of Doncic. Not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
To the paint. Jackson down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
The officials are all over that.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
That's good from Jackson.
It's been interesting as Reggie has finally seemingly found a home, or at least confidence in the way he plays. He's a guy who can carry you on offense, and he will score in bursts, and those will be very loud points.
All free throws good from Jackson.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
Doncic looking it over. Shoots from 12. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what have you liked about your team's performance so far?
I like our physicality. I thought we came out, started the game physical. That set the tone for us early.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up, T-Lou. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a 13-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. The numbers are too. And I don't see those numbers dropping off. They're going to keep doing the dirty work in the second half.
And over to Kenny. Let's get your insights on Dallas.
The free throw margin is very telling. One team is playing aggressively, getting to the line, and the other one just isn't. You have to be willing to play through the contact in this league.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's George in at the 3 spot.
Hey, Kennard has the ability to absolutely fill it up.
Mavericks trailed by 15. Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Bullock. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Bullock. Back to Dinwiddie. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Dinwiddie's got 13.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
6 to shoot. Morris dishes to George. Back to Morris. Knocked loose. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Bullock. Doncic with it. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 15. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. To the middle, here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Now, here's Bullock, defended by George. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Powell trying to free himself up. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Finney-Smith. Jackson kicks to George. Passes to Kennard. Poked away. George looking over the floor. Shoots over Bullock. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Dallas. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Trying to end the drought. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, the boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And he makes the first.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
So 1 for 2 that time with the strike. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive work.
Clippers leading by 11. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Morris outside. For the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
And the dunk by Powell.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Jackson. That ball's nice feed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Good handles from Reggie. The kids would tell you, Reggie's in his bag.
Ball's knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. And here's George. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Back to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 5. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jackson passes to George. Now Morris. Kennard kicks to Morris. Offensive rebound. Good on the bucket. Morris has got 7 points for the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Bullock passes to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Powell. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the Clippers call time here.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years, but it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
The pass to Kennard. Outside, George. Passes it to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
3.
George has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Bullock. Now here's Dinwiddie. Now the dish to Bullock from deep. The Mavericks rebound. Here's Powell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul. First team.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And the first one drops. Manu Ginobili, recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you won a couple rings with that guy. Give us some memories you can share about the great Ginobili.
Oh, man. Manu is absolutely one of my favorite teammates of all time, Kevin, and one of the most delightful people that you ever could be around. I just think about the practices and the plane rides and him just joking around, and then something happens. It gets on the floor, it gets into the fourth quarter, it's time to win, and it's basically Manu Ginobili time. So I'm thrilled that he's in the Hall of Fame, and he deserves every bit of it.
Morris outside. And is on a bounce to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. To the inside. Clock at 6. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Second violation.
Mavericks trailed by 13. That's tipped. Here's George. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Doncic.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And really, Doncic can score from any area. His arsenal is very impressive.
Outside, Wall. Batum trying to break loose. And George gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. And he's good on the 3-ball. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Powell, the pass to Wall. Back to Powell. From deep. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 6th rebound on the night. He kicks to Doncic. From 10 feet out. And good that time. 16 points for Luka Doncic.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And the Clippers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Christian Woods checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Green comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dinwiddie. And it's Wood with the ball for Dallas. Trailing here by 8. Kicks to Doncic. Pass to Powell. Back to Green. High, arcing shot. He lays it in. Green's got his first 2 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Doncic against Wall. Back to Powell, looking to get back on track here. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. The pass to Wood. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on George.
And really, every team had the chance to sign Wood early on, but passed. And this man just kept working, and now when healthy, he's becoming a force.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20-10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Powell. And he sinks the second. And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
The Clippers have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Two shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
Both free throws good from Batum. Mavericks trailed by 9. Outside, Green. Back to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. Outside, Green. It doesn't go for him.
And they continue to control the glass.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Down low.
2 minutes.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Norman Powell.
Powell's got 13 points.
Norman Powell has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
Dallas has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Hardaway for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 8.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
George passes to Covington. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Passes it to Hardaway. Bounce pass Wood. 6 on the shot clock. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers leading by 10. Powell for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Shoots over Covington. No good from Finney-Smith.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Not lacking any confidence. When the ball hits Wall's hands, he is ready to let it fly.
There's the triple. And it's George missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 16-point game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Fourth personal foul.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Floats it up for Wood, and finished off by Wood.
And let the big man eat. Throw it up to Wood, and he'll complete that.
Here's George. Count it, good. George has got 7 now in this quarter. And so it's Los Angeles with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close.
71. The Clippers.
And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Let's move the ball, let's swing the ball, move body, drive and kick, all right?
Well, staying focused on the task at hand. You heard it in Coach Lue's voice, urging his guys on.
all about focus and how you execute at this point. Tough to beat.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Maxi Kleba is out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Bullock, good.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Clippers leading by 15. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Launches it. That one's not going to go. And it's Dallas the other way. Pass to Kleba. Shoots over Covington. Kleba, no good. The Clippers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Dinwiddie kicks to Ntilikina. Powell against Dinwiddie. The Clippers grab the miss. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Wood. Mavericks trailed by 17. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Comes up empty down low. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Powell, that's good.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Paul George with the steal. For the finish. Good D by Wood. Dallas shooting 43% from the field. Bullock passes to Kleba. Knocks it loose. Dinwiddie outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Clippers leading by 17. And George kicks to Jackson. Outside, George. Powell with it, and there's the pass to Jackson. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dinwiddie up top. And here's Bullock. He swipes the ball away again. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease.
Mavericks trailed by 17. Ntilikina looking it over. The wide open look here for Wood. Another 3 for Dallas.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And the Clippers call time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Mann comes in for George. And it's Luke Kennard in for Norman Powell. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum.
That's pretty impressive athleticism from Ntilikina, who takes the initiative on that play.
Ntilikina taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. So he comes up empty at the line. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to man. At the elbow, Batum. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint, here's Jackson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. 14 points for Reggie Jackson. Mavericks trailed by 19. Dallas calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Here comes your D10 crew.
Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. And then for Los Angeles, Morris is checked in for Batum. Paul George comes in for Mann. And Norman Powell subbed in for Luke Kennard. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here's Jackson. Pass to George. Jackson against Doncic. Jackson with the bounce pass. 6 to shoot. And it's George missing.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Bullock with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Kleba, the pass to Bullock. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And here's George for 3. And Zubac picks up the foul. It's his 3rd foul of the game.
Third personal foul.
Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Reggie Bullock. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Mavericks trailed by 17. Now Doncic. Out to Hardaway. No good on the 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Doncic against Jackson. Here's Finney-Smith. Hardaway up top. Doncic outside. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Doncic has got 19 points.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And here's George for 3. Sinks the triple. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Hardaway for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And he's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Here's Jackson. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Wood. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Powell finds Covington. Hardaway with the steal. Inside, Dinwiddie. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Spencer Dinwiddie. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Norman Powell. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Pass to George. Back to Kennard. Pocket 6. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 8th assist here tonight.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the three-point shooting.
The pass to Hardaway. Doncic outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Doncic has got 13 points here in the second half alone. It's George on the wing. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. Norman Powell comes in for Luke Kennard. And John Wall subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Got a piece of it. And Wall kicks to Powell. From outside the arc, a three-pointer is right on target. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, he plays a secondary role on a team, but right now, front and center is Norman Powell.
Back to Doncic. The 3. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 25 points in the game.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
And the dunk by Covington.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 16. Wood against George. And it's in there. And now that's 11 points for Robert Covington.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Hardaway finds Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Five on the clock. Another 3 for Dallas.
He has been an absolute wrecking ball from outside during this half, guys.
Doncic against Wall. Powell with it. Back to George. Over Hardaway. George, no good. Mavericks trailed by 15. Here's Dinwiddie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Dallas, Spencer Dinwiddie. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Los Angeles leading by 13.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, George. Over Hardaway. The shot by George, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Wall passes to George. Wall against Doncic. Covington trying to break free. Wall's shot is off. Mavericks trailed by 11. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
.115 left in the game. Outside, George. Passes to Powell. Back to George. And it's Wall in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Covington in the corner. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
3.
And the Clippers lead by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Clippers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a Big Ten outing for George.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
Wall against Doncic. Outside, Wall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. PG, you guys look confident out there, and especially yourself. How were you so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within offense.
Well, it was great flow tonight, and it led to a good win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, all yours.